My beloved child, before you scroll away, listen to me for just a moment. This message is not an accident. I know your heart feels heavy. You smile in front of everyone, but when you're alone, the tears come. You've asked again and again, Jesus, where are you? Why haven't you answered me? My child, I have never left your side, even when you couldn't feel my presence. I was holding your hand. Today I want to tell you the story of a young woman named Grace. Grace loved me with all her heart. Every morning she prayed. Every night she thanked me. But suddenly, everything in her life began to fall apart. She lost her job. Her closest friend betrayed her. Bills kept piling up. The people she trusted walked away. One rainy evening, Grace sat alone on a park bench. She looked up at the dark sky and whispered, Jesus, I don't understand anymore. I've tried to be faithful. Why does it feel like you're silent? At that very moment, an old man slowly walked toward her. He smiled gently and asked, May I sit here? Grace nodded. For several minutes, neither of them spoke. Then the old man quietly said, Have you ever seen a seed buried in the ground? Grace looked confused. Yes. The man smiled. When a seed is buried, it doesn't know it's about to become a tree. It only feels surrounded by darkness. Grace remained silent. Sometimes God hides you before he grows you. Those words stayed in her heart. She returned home that night with a tiny spark of hope. But little did she know, a much bigger test was waiting for her. The next morning, she received another painful phone call. And this time, it felt like everything was truly over. My beloved child, if you're still listening, it's because I wanted you here. What happened next changed Grace's life forever. The phone call brought heartbreaking news. Her mother had collapsed and was rushed to the hospital. Grace's hands trembled. She had almost no money, no job, no one to help. As she hurried to the hospital, fear filled her heart. She whispered, Jesus, I have nothing left. Please don't leave me now. When she arrived, the doctor said, The next 24 hours are critical. Grace sat alone in the waiting room. People walked by. The clock kept ticking. Every minute felt like an hour. Tears rolled down her face. She closed her eyes and prayed, Lord, even if I don't understand your plan, I choose to trust you. That night, something unexpected happened. A little boy walked up to her with a small wooden cross in his hand. He smiled and said, Jesus told me to give this to someone who is crying. Grace was speechless. Before she could ask his name, the boy disappeared into the crowd. She searched every hallway. No one had seen him. Holding the little cross, she remembered the words, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Peace slowly replaced her fear. The next morning, the doctor came with surprising news. Your mother's condition has improved. She's responding to treatment. Grace thanked Jesus with all her heart. But her journey wasn't over. A few days later, she received another challenge. The landlord demanded the rent immediately. Without payment, she would lose her home. Grace felt her hope fading again. She opened her Bible. Her eyes stopped at one verse. With God, all things are possible. Instead of giving up, she prayed once more. Jesus, I don't know how you will make a way, but I believe you already have one. That same afternoon, her phone rang. It was a company where she had applied months earlier. The manager said, We've reviewed your application again. We'd like to offer you the position. Grace couldn't hold back her tears.